Okay, let's observe the table data first before writing our select query. Let's observe the table data first. So we have a table with 5 records. What are the fields of the table? Customer ID, customer name, city and country. Okay. First identify the selection criteria. If I enter customer ID 100, how many records I am going to get? Single record, because customer ID is the primary key. For each field we have only single value, that is unique value, that is 100. Now I'm searching by country. How many customers I have in country India, that is IN. How many records I am going to get? How many records?
One record.
One record.
Why?
In India, they have only
Mm.
one record. Two records.
So I have 3
Okay.
customers from India.
Okay.
Now if you pass customer ID to the select statement, how many records you are going to expect? For this table, only single record. You can use work area. But when you are using country key as an input for the select statement, you can expect more than one record, right? For one customer ID, there will be only one customer record, right? So customer ID should not be duplicate. For one roll number, there is only one student. One student. For one department, multiple students.
Multiple students.
For one roll number, there is only one student assigned. But for a CSC department, there will be multiple students, more than one student, right?
Yes.
Name also. If you go by name, there will be multiple
Number of
customers with
students.
the same name, right? If you go by city, there will be multiple customers from the same city, right? Clear? Customer ID is 1 to 1. Name is
Multiple number of
1 to many. City also 1 to many. One to many. For one country, we may have multiple customers. For one name, there will be multiple customer for the same name, right? City also multiple customers
the city.
from same city. Clear? That is how you need to decide your select statement. Now, so how to define a data? Let's create a program. Okay, let's create a program. Create. Executable program. Save. Now, what is the first step? You have to define your data elements and domains. Sorry, not data elements and domains. Work areas and internal tables. What are the work area and internal table? These are data objects which are used to store data in program runtime. Clear? How to define internal table? IT underscore data. This should be some meaningful name. You can take any name, but that should be a meaningful name. Okay. In projects, they provide some naming conventions. You should not name whatever you want. Okay. You should name internal tables and work areas as per the naming convention. Okay. It will allow whatever the name you give, it will allow but that is not a proper format. You should follow some naming conventions. Okay, tell me the syntax. Now let's define a work area. Okay, now I've defined my internal table and work area. Now when you look at it in the memory, what is the structure of that work area or internal table? That will be like this: customer ID, name, city. Internal table will be, work area memory will be like this. Okay, internal table also same, with the same fields with the same length. Okay, now write the select statement. What is the syntax for select statement? Select
Select
star from CDMO employee
your
into table. What you need to specify here? Internal table name.
your
Now see, just observe here, I'm not passing any selection criteria. What I am saying, select star. What I am saying here, select all the fields of the table. Star means what is the star means? I want all the fields from the table. Okay, I want all the fields from the table. Is it clear what is select star means? I want all the fields from the table.
It's in the table.
If you want only selected fields, you should not use star. You should use customer ID, customer name. You have to mention the name like this, city, whatever the fields you want. There will be a different approach. I will show you later. For now, just use select star. That means you are selecting all the fields of the table. I'm not providing any input selection criteria for this select statement. What is the meaning of this? Select star means select all the fields from this database table into table, my internal table name. Whenever you use internal table, you should use a table into table. Okay, activate it. Okay, let's display the output.
display internal table.
So what is the statement we used to display the output in our previous programs?
Price statement.
Write statement, right, to display the output. Now I am just using this functionality, but don't confuse about what is it and why we are using it. Just remember this syntax. You can copy and paste it. Okay, just copy and paste whenever required. I'll explain you detail later. Okay, only thing is please place your internal table work area variable in between these brackets with single space. This is to display the output. Okay, this is alternative for write statement. Okay, we're not going to use in our real-time projects, but just for practice purpose we use this. Okay, clear? Now what is the output? It is selected all the fields and all the records from the table. Clear? This is the output. So the internal table contains same records in the same format. Keep the breakpoint here. Execute. So what is the internal table? IT underscore C data, right? There is no records in the internal table now. That means 0 into 5. What is 5 means? What is 5 means?
Record.
Fields.
No,
Records.
5 fields, not records. 0 records. We have 0 records in it.
0 records into
The table is with 5 fields.
5 fields.
Now controller is in select statement. Let's click on F5. Now we have 5 records in the table. Double click on the internal table. We have 5 records, right? It is to display the output. I got the output. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
But how you know this particular statement is successful or failed? How you know that? We have a system variable if that is
SY
sy hyphen sub or c. This is the system variable. Okay.
status of select. Knowing the status of Celeste.
Failed. Okay. We have one more system variable, that is sy hyphen dbcnt. What is sy hyphen dbcnt? It is also a system variable which contains number of records selected from the database table. It will be automatically maintained. Wherever you see this sy hyphen names, they are all system variables. It stores automatic values. Okay, values will be automatically populated to the system variables. What is sy hyphen datum? This contain system date. This contains system date. Okay, clear? Let me comment for a minute. I've commented that. Let's use write statement here. Right, sy hyphen sub rc comma sy hyphen db cnt comma sy hyphen datum. Let's execute. So what is sub rc? Sub rc is 0. What is db count?
Failed.
db count. What is db count? 5 means 5 records. The table selected 5 records. The table selected 5 records from the table. What is sy datum?
Date.
Maintains the current
Date.
system date. Okay. Let's keep a breakpoint here. What is the sub rc? F5. How many records you have selected? 5 records. We selected 5 records from the table. That's why. What is the db count? db count is 5. sy datum. What is the date? Please remember, whenever you are working with the dates in the program, what is the date format?
Here,
YYYYMMDD. It is the universal SAP date format. Wherever you go, you should follow the same date format. YYYYYMMDD.
Date.
Okay. It is internal date format. External date format is different. External date format comes with the separators. That is dd dot dot yy. Clear? I am removing this. Now I want to display the output only if the select statement is successful. The select statement is successfully executed and selected the data. How can I check that condition? Like this, if sy hyphen sub rc equal to 0, then only display the output from that internal table. Clear? Is it clear? This is the output. Now let's add a selection criteria. How can you add selection criteria for this select statement? Now as of now we are selecting all the fields, all the records from the table. But I want to select only selected records. I want to select only selected records. How can I do that? Using a where condition. Using where condition. Where? What is the field name? Customer ID equal to 100, right? 100. Now how many records we can expect?
100.
And what will be the DB count? What will be the SYF and DB count now?
0.
What is the sub RC value after executing this select statement? What is the sub RC value?
100.
Why 100?
We defined customer ID here.
Okay, I am providing customer ID 100. So what I am saying, select star from, select all the fields from this table into my internal table, my program level data object, where customer ID should be 100.
Hmm.
What is this? So now tell me, what is the sub RC value after executing this select statement?
So 100 or
We are going to select data into IT underscore C data, that is internal table. Records
okay.
will be available in internal table. I've already explained you what is SY sub RC and SY DB count. SY sub RC 0 means the select statement is successfully executed and selected some records into internal table.
Okay.
It is not equal to, what does that mean? It is failed. It did
Failed.
not selected any records, right? What is DB count? The number of
Number of
records selected from database into internal table. We don't know the data. What is the data? We don't know. But how many records you selected from
Data.
database into your internal table? Now tell me, what is the sub RC value here after executing this select statement? You are passing customer ID 100. Is this customer ID 100 available in the table or not?
Available, sir.
available.
Available. It is selected. And what is the DB count? How many records it's going to select from the table?
1 record.
Record.
One.
Now what is the DB count?
5.
How?
5
It
records.
is selected one record. How come DB count will be 5? I'm clearly telling you DB count is depends on number of records selected from the database into internal table. You are saying that you are selecting only one record and DB count is 5. How? If you are selecting only one record, DB count will be 1. If you select multiple records, DB count will be 5. Depends on the number of records. If I pass country in the where condition, I'm going to get 3 records, right? What will be the DB count now?
3.
3. Okay.
3.
DB count will be 3. Now I just execute this. Keep a breakpoint here. Initially, there is no records in it. Click on F5. How many records? What is the sub RC? What is the sub
Zero.
RC value? 0. 0 means okay,
Zero.
it is successfully executed.
Successful.
Select statement is successfully executed and selected some records into table. We don't know what are the records, but it selected some data into the internal table. It is selected customer ID 100 into the internal table. What is the DB count? Double click on here. What is the
1.
DB count? Why?
1.
Because select statement selected only one record. Okay, clear? If sub RC equal to 0, that means okay, if select statement is successful, then execute the further logic. This is my further logic. I'm executing that further logic. Okay, now I'm able to display only one record. So this is the sub RC value and this is the DB count. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Now let's see. Let me comment this select statement. I'm using land country, right? Country equal to IN. Now let's see how it will work. I've changed the selection criteria. F5. What is the sub RC? Sub RC is 0 after executing the select statement. Sub RC is 0. And what is the DB count?
3.
3.
How many records we have in this internal table?
3
3
records.
records from the country IN.
Records.
Okay. This is the output. And let me add one more condition. So from India, 2 customers are from Hyderabad and only 1 customer is from Chennai, right? So 2 customers are from Hyderabad, right? Let me add condition like this. And city equal to Hyderabad.
Right.
Now tell me how many records you are going to get.
2.
2.
2 records.
Okay. What is the DB count?
2.
So I got records only from Hyderabad. Now tell me, what is the AND condition here? What is AND means? Both statements should be true. If you are using AND, both statements should be true. Country should be IN and city should be Hyderabad. Then only that matching records will be selected. Okay. So what is this condition here? It checks for
Yeah.
records whose country is India and they should belongs to Hyderabad, should belongs to Hyderabad. Okay. And means they should mandatorily from Hyderabad. Both should be true. For a record, both values should be true. If you observe this, What is the customer ID that both values are true? Customer ID 100 and 400. Only these two records are from India and from Hyderabad. Let's take R condition. Instead of and, I'm using R. Now tell me how many records we are going to get.
One record, either one or the
I got 3 records. Why?
Both records.
Let's change it to and. If I change it to and, I'm getting only 2 records. And means both should be true. Both should be true. Country should be India and city should be Hyderabad. What is R means?
either country or
Either country might be India or city might be Hyderabad. Okay, it will select any of the condition. All the conditions it will like it will select records from country India, and it will also select records from country city Hyderabad. That's why we are getting
three.
3 records. It will check for country records individually and Hyderabad city records individually. R means that any true statement, either this one or that. But and means both should be true, right? Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Writing select statements. I'll give you the table structure and table metadata so that you can create your table. Field name, data element. Okay. Field name and data element. Okay. I'll send you this. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Why we are using sub RC?
Passing.
What is sub
If it
RC?
is fail or it is pass,
It,
It
passing
means we
by
can get the
knowing our
status
self,
of the select
by knowing the
statement.
status of self.
Here we can get the status of the select statement. Is it successfully executed or failed? Okay. Let's try like this. Do we have any customers from Mumbai?
no.
All right. Or I'll pass it in uppercase. Uppercase. What is the property of the city domain? Lowercase is selected, right? That means it is going to select data in lower, whatever the case it is provided. Here, how the data is saved in the city? In the camel case, like first letter is uppercase and remaining are smaller one, lowercase, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If I pass uppercase in the selection, it won't accept. Okay, it won't accept. That's why we should make sure and observe the domains. Okay, is it selected lowercase option or not? Now let's see what will be the sub RC. F5, it is failed. Sub RC is 4. Sub RC is 4. DB count is 0. 4 means what? Not equal to 0 means what?
Or means failed.
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 Other than 0, anything is failed,
Fail.
right? Now it is successful. You can see the output.
Sir.
Clear?